Oops, I hit stop instead of pause. Well, hello again. Bonus, you get a 2-for-1 because I don't feel like plugging this in and editing it because it's gonna take, it takes forever for my video maker to process things on the computer, so I just don't care that much. Besides, this channel isn't monetized. I think it was at one point, but it got demonetized because I didn't have enough followers or something, and I don't really care either way. I'm just sharing kind of my experiences in my life, and I'm just rambling mostly. But yeah, speaking of Evan, I'm also getting to know her new girlfriend. Actually, we've been acquainted for a while. We don't know each other super well, but I follow her cosplay and stuff. I've always really liked her cosplay and her style. Um, it's a new relationship, and it seems to be going pretty well so far, and I'm happy that it's going well. And I think I made a bad impression because I was talking to her recently and I was a little bit grumpy. Things had been kind of tense, and so I probably came off like a hugely judgmental bitch. And she called me out on it, but she was, nice about it and all that. So we'll see what happens, and hopefully we can all become really good friends, and eventually Evan, Loki, and I can go on double dates and stuff and hang out and have fun. Oh yeah, there's another thing that I was doing that I wanted to talk about. I did it in a previous take, but so I've also been decorating this wall, and Loki gave me this part of the room to decorate. He decorated that part of the room. Except for the twinkle twinkle little star thing, I put that up for the baby to look at. So, this here, these are my cards that I got. Or these are my cards that I got from friends. This is the vampire bat I adopted symbolically, and I considered donating the amount that I would need to get a plushie. However, the plushie's not as cute, and I'm trying to save money. My goal is to open a CD, and then open a separate savings, and then just bulk up, hoard money like a politician, essentially, for, because we're using benefits now, but I don't want to be using benefits for my baby's entire life. I actually want to move out of California and buy a house. And in order to do that, I'd like to have some savings, and I'd like to have been working at my job long enough that I can negotiate I can live on a California salary, but in a state where the cost of living is reasonable. And it also has to be a state, it has to be a state with a low cost of living. We want a house we want it in a decent area, low crime rate, obviously. Schools that share at least my values. I don't think Loki cares that much about that because he wanted to homeschool, and I said, no, we're doing Montessori, and then I realized how expensive Montessori is, so I don't know. He might just end up being publicly educated, and then we'll just supplement that education with the stuff that we feel that he needs to know, because neither one of us trust the school system that much. I'm sure there are plenty of wonderful, passionate teachers out there. However, they're not necessarily allowed to teach the way that they want to, or to answer all the students' questions, or to hyper-focus on a student's area of interest. Or I remember asking questions in high school and getting told, that's not in the curriculum. And I was like, what? What do you mean? Are you a teacher? Are you teaching? That particular teacher was not interested in teaching. However, I'm sure that restrictions like that do actually happen. So And besides that, I do think that it's the parents' responsibility to make sure the child knows everything that they need to know. Like, yeah, the schools have a job. The school system is an institution, okay? But if there's something that's important to the family, then the parents need to be teaching that to the kids. So that's what we're gonna do. Um, and we want to move also to a place because Loki is black and so is Lucius, and Lucius looks like his father, does not look like me. So we want to move to a place that's also has low incidence of racism, preferably no incidence of racism, but you know, and I personally would love to live, somewhere that had, museums and theaters and um, opera, ballet, etc. Which San Jose has all of that, but we also have a high crime rate. And like the area where I live right now is very safe because it's Lawyers Row, but if you go a mile in any direction, yikes. And plus, I want to be a PTA mom. I've been a wild city child pretty much my entire life. I want to settle down and feel like an actual grown up. Like at age 29, I feel like I'm a lot more stable than I was at 19, but sometimes I still kind of feel like I'm 19, whereas if I lived like if I owned my own house, my own land and all of that, um and I was part of the PTA or I was on a committee, I would feel more like a real adult, I suppose. It's strange. Like I feel like I'm just now growing up because I've had this child. And before that I was just kind of like in an extended adolescent phase. So that's how that's going. Um, and hopefully things will continue to go well. They have been going well. We have been blessed. We have been supported, and I've been praying and manifesting for financial prosperity and for health and for, well, things that go along with those. I shouldn't actually be too specific, but eventually, like maybe today, maybe tomorrow. Like I have free time, but I have like it only in a couple of days, and I need to sleep. But I'm so excited to have time to myself and all that. There's so many things that I want to do. Like I want to walk down to the post office and mail out some stuff and then buy some stamps because I have one stamp left for my electricity bill. So it's a lot, guys. I'm I'm happy with life. So I will catch you next time. I need to pump. I've completely forgotten about that for the past 5 hours. So cheers everybody. Bye.